Recording.
3, 2, 1. Oh,
that
was
was
really bad.
not synced at all.
Sync. Yeah, I was very slow. Let's do it again.
All right. Start the countdown.
3, 2, 1. Jake.
Oh, you wanted me to do it.
Yes, I did.
Welcome back to the Pixel Venture podcast. My name's Jake.
And I'm out of ideas.
Whoa. You did my thing.
Yeah, we're turning the table. We're flipping it. You're sitting on the opposite side.
Korey, this is Korey.
Too much change.
This is Korey. This is an audio-based podcast. You're going to confuse the audience.
It's audio and visual.
You're going to confuse all 6 people who watch this.
Jake, and those 6 people will appreciate the fact that I'm putting effort in these edits.
Yeah. That sounds like an accusation.
Anyways, guys, we don't know what we're talking about this week, so Jake had a lovely idea where we're going to use a random question generator.
Don't pin this on me.
Well, I said that I was out of ideas at the beginning too. Okay, frankly, it's late. I'm very tired. Jake is tired
Korey.
at some point. What?
What if we specifically did newlywed questions?
I'm searching that now.
Okay,
wait, talk while I'm searching it. I can't
This way we can use the video in our divorce.
Why in the divorce? In what
sorry,
divorce?
I can't hear you. I'm drinking water.
Alright, Jake. 106 newlywed game questions, hilarious and hard to answer. By Ryan. I don't know who this figure of Ryan is, but these better be good-ass questions. If they're not, we're coming after you.
Is it our Ryan?
It just says Ryan with
Is it the Ryan the police are after?
It's on a website called Man Intelligence. I don't know. Anyways,
Is it the Ryan from the last video?
I don't know. I don't know. These are just questions, and I'm gonna fucking find them. All right. Oh, is this? Okay, it just scrolled all the way down. All right, Jake, should we just start from the top?
No, the middle.
Do you want me to?
Korey, where else would you start in a list?
I mean, I started from the bottom during our question special.
Yeah, like an idiot.
Not an idiot. It was just made sense. You don't ask when the next Ethan episode is at the end of the episode. You ask at the top of it.
Yeah, so yes, exactly. You put it at the top of the list.
I was writing them from how they were sent and
That's
submitted.
your problem.
Speaking of which, for anyone who wants any input on the podcast, if we're not running a poll, put it in the comments. If not, then when there's a poll on Instagram, do it then. Otherwise, I'm going to ignore it. Because, spamming my inbox.
Because Korey doesn't care about you.
Exactly. No. But,
Jake, on the other hand, will remember you forever.
I appreciate, giving input with the episodes and everything. It's just that, I can only get so many messages about, certain things to Switch and try to figure out how to incorporate some stuff into the podcast. I feel like right now we have an idea of how we want to run it, which is exactly why we're resorting to a, web article to make something entertaining this week.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know what that tangent was.
A tangent.
Anyways, Jake, when and where did we first kiss?
The year was 2007.
Oh, dude, that was an eventful year for me.
We were at the Cub Scout Pinewood Derby, and I made a little car in the shape of a Wii remote, and it was revolutionary because no one else had ever made a Wii remote out of a Pinewood Derby car. And it might not have won first place, or any place, but it did get the coolest car award.
And it did win my heart, because while I couldn't tie a knot with string, I sure can tie the I'm not functioning this episode.
That is all entirely a true story, except for the fact I had no idea who Korey was, and I don't remember if it was 2008.
Why are we doing newlywed questions?
Because I gave the idea, and
dude,
you thought it'd be good.
It asks for the first time you ever done it in the butt. That doesn't apply.
2 days ago.
No. How does that? Jake, you're in Boston.
You make that sound like that would never happen in Boston.
Fuck it. I'm going to randomquestionmaker.com because that one's reliable. All right. Sweet. So, guys, this is the content that that you're going to be dealing with for who knows how long. Oh God, I'm so stupid. This episode's going to be awful.
Have fun editing it.
All right. First question: if you were offered the position of mayor of your city, would you take it?
Yeah, it's a small enough. Well, would this go for where I live or Boston?
Let's say Boston. Like, I'll apply it for both of us. Like, just say like Boston.
You know what? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, what would you do?
I don't know. Probably something involving clam chowder being required for something.
I would ban toe shoes. Because
and that's why you will never be mayor of Boston.
Yeah, because you know them Bostonians love their toed shoes. Dude, I was I didn't get to say this. I was physically upset when Ethan dragged us into that shoe store that had toed shoes.
Dude, how is he supposed to know that you're afraid of feet?
I'm very clear about it.
Dude, like, I'm sorry you're afraid of, like, the bottom of your legs.
They're disgusting. But anyways, like, I forget the name of the brand, but it's like their only location in North America, which, like, I can understand why. I don't know. And he's just like, I like it because it's comfy and it's like, what were the words that he used? It was like dynamic or whatever. And it's just
I don't know. I didn't fucking remember how he described his shoes. I don't care about shoes.
You have freaky ass frog feet shoes now. I love you.
They're not frog feet.
They're disgusting. I hate them.
You realize frog feet, like, specifically have webs and,
yes,
like, really long toes?
Yes, that was exactly the pair that he bought.
That's not what they look like.
I'm just imagining Ethan running around with frog feet just slapping on the floor.
I don't think you've ever seen a frog.
I've seen plenty of frogs. They wear Adidas.
Clearly you haven't. Anyway, what's the next question?
Oh my god. Alright, let's see. Refresh. What board game do you like the most? I mean, I have a legit answer.
Do you?
Yeah, it's actually a board game that I helped to kickstart. Technically I haven't been able to play like the physical version, but I've been able to do the beta stuff that they've had online with it. On like you know, like was it Tabletop Simulator? Or Tabletopia? Yeah, they had the beta stuff on there. The game's called Gatefall. It's by Jack Dyer, the guy who made Super Fight, Red Flags, You Got Problems, a few other card games. This is like his first big like miniatures project. And like, I mean, I use the term miniatures really loosely because they're actually very large, like high quality figurines. And it's like a really interesting strategy game, and there's a way to play it like, you know, 1v1 or have a bunch of people play all at once. I'm very excited for the game, especially because like with the backing tier that I have, I'm getting one of the first shipments. And so yeah, like if anyone is interested in checking that out, I'll throw the Kickstarter link in the bio. It's too late to donate, but you can check it out and just kind of see what the project is about. It's honestly a lot of fun. And I would love to sit down and play the game with you because I feel like you would actually really like it.
I'm sure it's fun.
Well, what board game do you like?
You know, there's like a few that I'm like pretty into, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Gwent.
You know what? It counts. It counts for the fact that like, you know, it is like a card game.
By the way, that was all build up, hands down. Gwent is my favorite board game and card game. And I would count it because there's literally nothing about it that you couldn't make physical. Like a virtual card game like Hearthstone, for example. I don't really think that could feasibly be made tabletop just because just between like the mana system and the health system, like it would be very clunky, I feel. But with Gwent, it's mostly just counting the numbers on the cards that would like already be there. And like adding up whoever has more.
Yeah, it's very much based off of the way that like Magic the Gathering and Pokemon work. Like it's something that could easily be translated. Hell, players have like just fans of The Witcher in general have printed out their own cards and like made their own decks that they use at like conventions. So like there's no reason why it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Also, that was a Witcher tally for future reference, Korey. If you didn't realize it, you can put it in now, or make it like, you know, purposely prolonged or whatever, and put up a message that said, I got you. I don't know.
And if you did forget to put it in, could you make it like twice the size of the other ones?
Twice as big.
Yeah, so you can remember your mistake.
Yeah, I'll have like the sound of like a boulder fallen and hidden like dirt when it lands on the shelf. It's like
ooh, sound effects with a bold edit.
Jake.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my fucking best with what I have with this episode, which so far is not much.
You also probably won't have a lot of time.
I know. Most of the edits are going to probably be happening tomorrow and like Friday evening. But,
that is, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do most of the complex stuff tomorrow, or like the tedious stuff. But anyways, let's see. Next question. What is your favorite smell?
Now, if we hadn't already gotten a Witcher tally out of the way, I would have said lilacs and gooseberries.
Dude, hey, the smell of lilacs is nice. I think...
What about them gooseberries?
I don't know what a gooseberry smells like. Does it just smell like berries?
I don't know. Apparently, they're tart.
I like tart things. Like,
well, there you go.
Like lemons and limes and things like that.
I would say lemons have a good scent, except Ryan ruined lemons for me with a game called Katawa Shoujo.
Oh no, we already talked about it.
Man, I don't know. Like,
you know,
it really depends on like my mood.
You know what's a go-to basic one that can like always just be pleasant?
What?
Just the smell of like French vanilla. Like a vanilla candle.
Yeah, vanilla's good. Coffee for me is like a whiff of coffee is just like it's almost like a breath of fresh air, 'cause it's just like fresh and, you know.
Oh dude, walking into a cafe and just like smelling all the freshly ground beans, like right.
And like any of like the baked goods that they sell there too.
Oh, so cozy and just so nice. That's why I love going to Buckley's Cafe. Because like the moment you walk in, you just smell the dark roast, and it's like.
I feel like this is going to be one of my more what's the word I'm looking for? controversial smell opinions, but like I personally like the smell of like smoke from like a campfire.
I can agree. I actually can wholeheartedly agree like that. Well, because like I feel like part of it is nostalgia, and then the other part is that it's just like an enjoyable scent. Because I know, at least for you, you did like stuff with.
You was a Boy Scout.
Yeah, you did stuff with the Boy Scouts, and for me, I just associate like the smell of like firewood smoke with like bonfires during the summer with friends, and like
Yeah.
it's just like it brings back good memories. How like isn't there a candle that exists that like it can replicate the smell of burning firewood, but like it's not firewood?
Well, first off, it's not firewood, it's a candle. And two, I'm assuming if they have candles for the smell of anime piss, that they can have a candle for campfires.
They have candles for the smell of what?
Of anime piss.
What is that supposed to smell like?
Do you need me to repeat it again?
I'm trying to dissect the fact that it's called fucking anime piss. That doesn't give me any like any kind of.
Oh, I don't think. Let me.
idea.
I'm going to send you a picture of it to prove to you I am not being crazy.
I mean, I know that there are candles. There's like a candle company out there that makes a candle that smells like bananas called Monkey Butts, and like stuff like that. Anime piss though. What? That doesn't. Is that your favorite scent?
No. Oh, I did not think this through.
Yeah, Jake.
I really
Type
did
in
not
something
think this
like
through.
anime piss into Google would be a bad idea. Close your webcam while you can.
Okay. You think I haven't done that? Anyway, I found a picture of it, and it's all in.
Please don't tell
I'm
me
assuming-
it's like a yellow candle.
I'm assuming it's Japanese. Oh, and it's not a candle. It's fucking cologne or some shit.
There is a cologne
It's like in a little bottle,
named
and
anime piss.
I don't know what it's called because it's all in Japanese or Chinese or some language I don't know.
I might be able to read it.
The only English words on it are real scent of girl.
I don't like that at all. Why would you bottle it?
Real scent of girl.
Dude, okay, you know what that's most
And
likely.
you know what?
Okay.
You know what? The packaging is just brilliant.
No. Oh no, you know what that has to be though, right?
What?
That is like okay, oh god, I hate that packaging. I don't know if I can put that on the video.
Put like a sensor bar over like the entire left half of it.
Yeah, I'll like put like a blur over it or whatever. But like,
Put like a picture of Jesus or something over
yeah,
it.
Jesus peeing.
Jesus.
Jesus. I don't like that. But you know that's definitely supposed to be for like a body pillow or something like that, where like
Oh,
a
yeah.
guy would spray it on like their waifu or whatever. Like
I found out about this watching a video of someone who took a bunch of these like weird ass scents and just smelled all of them.
I imagine that just smells like urine.
Well, here's the interesting thing about the video that you wouldn't assume would be interesting. Is like most of them smelled awful and would smell what they like, you know, what you think they would smell like.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got piss, you've got like high school stockings, you've got high school heels, like all these like weird shit that of course like weebs would want.
Mm-hmm.
But then you just have ones that are labeled like MILF, and it's just like lavender and vanilla.
You gotta link me this video. I am curious.
Or it'll be like, you know, girls' panties, and for some reason they smell like fresh linen clothing. And it's like, oh, why not just get that scent?
Well, okay, wait, don't they have already, like, what's that, like, Febreze? Febreze has that, where it's like you spray that shit on your couch that's stinky, and then it's all of a sudden it's like, it cleans the bacteria or whatever, and it smells all nice.
But then you can't close your eyes and imagine it's an anime girl, apparently.
And that you're holding their freshly, like, folded panties. I don't like that. I really don't like that. I don't understand any of that.
I mean, apparently people buy them as of, that video where someone bought them in bulk.
Well, of course, like, somebody would buy them. There's a market for everything. That's been proven time and time again that, like, literally any product that's out there, no matter how dumb it is, has at least one or two people that would buy it for whatever price it's at. And it's just like... it's when I hear about shit like that that just makes me, like, uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like... that's like the whole... This is going on a tangent. But it's like, that's like the whole stigma of, like, anyone who watches, like, those cartoons or, like, anime or whatever.
Cartoons? You said my word for them.
Well, they're cartoons. They are.
They are, but I usually say that jokingly because, like, if I said I watch cartoons, you probably wouldn't imagine anime.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
It's like if I said I wanted a sandwich and, like, got a hot dog, Yeah.
I mean, I've watched some here and there. I'm not as nearly deep into it as, like, other people I know. And, like, if people are super deep into it, I'm all for it. Just don't do creepy shit. Cause then, like, that's when it gets hard for me to be like, oh hey, there is this anime like film that I saw that is a really deep look into like how people who know they're about to die, like, try to live the rest of their lives as much as they can, which that actually is a film that I would like to talk about someday on the podcast. I'd like to watch it with you, to, like, go over it, because I feel like it's actually a really, really well done film. I believe it's called, I think it's called I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, or Want to Eat My Pancreas. It's based off of a proverb about, like, eating the thing that is currently failing you in order for it to, like, heal. It's like some weird proverb or whatever from, like, another country, but, like, it actually follows, like, a very nice story, and I'd love to talk to people about that film. But then you got people buying anime girl piss. Like...
Weird guys of the internet, keep doing what you're doing, just alone.
Yeah, alone, and don't post it. Like...
You know what? Do post it. Be loud and proud, and let everyone who might hire you not.
Oh my god, Jake.
Yeah?
That's a perfect fucking segue to this next question.
Oh boy.
What's
You're
the worst
welcome.
job you've ever had? Now, I feel like you would have different experiences because you've done a lot of freelancing for videos.
The worst job I've ever had is pretending to be happy.
Jake. That's deep, bro.
Bro, close your eyes.
I am. Can't see anything.
That's my world without you, bro.
But honestly, worst job that I've ever had, if we're counting, like, freelance stuff that we've done, there was one video freelancing gig that I did once, where I was paid $10 for it, and the reason I was paid 10 was because, according to the person who, like, I got, like, so in order to try to get more exposure of, like, on the internet space, I was like, hey, I'm open to edit in, like, short Let's Play videos, just, like, one or two, just to get my feet wet with that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this guy, I learned later that he's, like, 12 or whatever, who was like, hey, would you be able to like help me put together like this sort of like montage of a bunch of different gameplay clips that I got with me and my friends? And I'm like, yeah, I've done that a ton of times, of course. And so I do this whole edit, and after I'm done with it, like, and I put a lot of effort into this. I do a lot of effects. I do a lot of like kept saying that they wanted, where they were just like, yeah, make this part a little bit like obnoxious, make this dramatic, like have certain songs like this. And I made the whole thing to a T of exactly what they wanted. I sent it to them, and they were like, okay, here's $10. I'm gonna show all my friends. And when he did that, the guy published the video, took like my credit, or like the credit to me for editing it, out of it completely, and put in a Microsoft like movie maker intro that said edited by, and then his username. And so I've never actually told anyone the story. I could call him out on the podcast, but I don't really see a point.
To embarrass him?
I'm not crazy bitter over it. It's more of just like, I've learned what it's like to be in the hands of someone who's unprofessional.
And to establish like terms.
Yeah.
Of like, hey, I get rights to this.
Yeah, and that's why I'm a little bit stricter when it comes to that stuff. Even though I don't do too much freelancing anymore, I know I have people who want me to do pieces of typewriter art and stuff like that, but like, I'm still trying to figure out how I would go about pricing that. But yeah, Jake, what's the worst job you've had?
The worst job I've ever had. It's actually a recent one.
Damn.
So, I'm back at school, right? I start the semester. I've got some classes. I've gone to, like, you know, some of my classes at this point. I get this email, right? I get this email, and it's from this person I've never heard about, and they're like, open note-taker position. And they're like, hey, buddy old pal Jake that we've never reached out to, you've got a pretty darn high GPA over there, and there's a student in your class with a learning disability, right? So he needs someone to help take notes for him, and we'll pay you $12.75 an hour to take notes for this guy in class that you are getting paid to go to.
Which is not bad at all.
Plus, any time you spend outside of class typing up those handwritten notes because the professor doesn't let you use a laptop in class. So, considering I'm getting paid to do what I'm already doing, that's great, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I go in and, like, interview and be like, hey, look at my notes, and I'm, like, you know, cool person and all that, and they're like, hey, sweet. So, you're gonna need, like, some identification, like a passport or a birth certificate or whatever, and you're gonna wanna, like, swing by the office, again, and we can, like, get you your student employment ID, and, like, you know, you'll be all set. And I'm like, okay, I don't have any of those on me, but my parents are coming this next weekend, so I could ask them to bring, some ID with them to give me, like, securely. And they're like, okay, yeah, that should be good. And I get it over the weekend, specifically on a Friday, but it was, like, late on a Friday because they were coming for, like, dinner and stuff. The place closed on the weekend, so I couldn't go in for my ID over the weekend. And that's only after I went all my way out to, you know, through the cold to find out that they're closed. And then I came back, and then Monday, I have classes pretty much for, like, the majority of the, like, day that I'm awake. So I couldn't do it on Monday. Tuesday comes around, and Tuesday is when I have, the class for the, person I'm supposed to be taking notes in. I get in on Tuesday, because it's my first class of that, of the day, and the professor takes attendance and it's like, oh, this student is no longer in our class, and it's the student I'm supposed to be taking notes for. who just dropped out of the class before I could even get the job.
Damn. That sucks.
And I made sure to make that story a bit long-winded because the process felt so long-winded to not even get it.
Well, yeah, it was you running back and forth in the freezing weather that you had then.
And it's like, hey, you want, like, free money? It's like, yeah. It's like, sorry.
Yeah, never mind.
And the thing is, I found out about it by going to class before I was informed. Like, I informed the person who hired me that the person, like, wasn't in the class. Like, this is something I had to find out on my own and then be like, yeah, this isn't, like, a thing anymore.
That's... I hate situations like that where it's like you get a great opportunity, but because of circumstances, it just passes by.
Yeah.
And, like, I know that there's the whole thing of, like, if you get an opportunity, you should take it, but sometimes you just aren't in a position where you can. Like, you don't have the right things for it, or you just don't have time to dedicate to it right then and there. You were all
like,
set. All you needed was your ID.
Yeah. That I didn't have because why would I bring, like, a passport with me to a school when I'm not going anywhere? But, yeah, because, like, most of the jobs I've, like, had, which is, like, freelance work, mostly, is, like, it's all been pretty standard. Like, nothing too terrible ever happens, but, like, yeah. That was unfortunate.
But, going back to what you said about traveling, if it were possible, would you live on the moon? You know what I just realized that this entire episode is?
What?
This entire episode is technically a lightning round, but slow.
You know what? I have a tangent question for you.
What up?
How is this episode the one where we have somewhat decent segues?
I don't know. I really don't.
I don't even know what questions you're getting.
I'm just mashing the refresh button, and, like, things that you say just so happen to work. Like, I have the webpage up on my phone.
Anyway, no, I wouldn't live on the moon. There's a fucking bird skeleton in it.
Watch Local 58. They're fantastic.
Hey, you want some Foley sound effects?
I'm waiting for them. I don't know what I'm going to do for that.
I'll give you a hint. It's a Yeti water bottle.
I like that it was like
sponsored by Yeti.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Jake.
Oh no.
You know how you said it's weird that we're getting really good segues?
Yeah.
Follow-up question. How weird is this?
I actually just slid down my chair.
I could hear it. Dude, I'm not even kidding. I just took a screenshot. I'm sending it to you. This is what's on my screen. You can't make this up, ladies and gentlemen. This is just showing how AI will someday, like, overtake us. Like, they already know what we're going to say.
Yeah, it could even be J482031502-27. Or anyone else, you know, who knows.
Nice, Jake.
Segway.
Wow.
Anyway, this is pretty weird. I don't know if this is real or not, but if it is, that'd be pretty weird.
Scary. Next question. How many slices of pizza are you capable of eating in one sitting? Not all the segues can be winners.
Capable of?
Yeah, so...
Or how many would I?
How many are you capable of? So, like, It's like, okay, let's just say that there's like 5 large pizzas in front of you, 8 slices per each. What would you be able to eat? Because I know what my limit is.
I want to say, like how big are we talking with the large?
I'm talking, it would be like a 16-inch pie, right? 14-inch? Around there?
I'm getting my tape measure because I'm bad with measurements.
Well, that's like the was it the radius, right? Or not the radius, the
Oh god, that would be...
That'd be a fucking huge pizza. What's that full distance called? I forget.
Diameter?
Yes.
Circumference.
Yeah, the circumference.
We measure pizza by circumference. Fuck you, Britain.
I to be honest, I thought I was going to mess up circumference and diameter, so I didn't say those words.
Let's see. So like a 16. Let's see. I would go for like a confident 10.
I know my limit. If the pizza is a 16-inch pizza, the most I could probably eat comfortably would be roughly around like 10 or 9 pieces around there. But there was a point in my life where I used to be able to put away 2.5 large pizzas by myself.
Good on you.
It was great. Yo, dude, don't believe me. It got on me. Okay? Like, I had it on me for a long time.
It just never washed away.
Yeah, dude, I'm still working on it, too. Like,
you know, I assumed you meant that as in, like, you made a mess with the pizza, not yourself.
That's why, like, there's like, my skin or, like, my face can be very red. It's not because of, like, heat or being exhausted. It's because I have tomato sauce imbued in my skin.
Exactly.
Alright, let's see. So, Jake.
Yeah.
This is actually kind of a cool question. I feel like I already know your answer. But if you could bring one fictional character to, like, the real world, who would it be?
Ooh. Who would you bring?
It's a toughie, but okay, wait, would it be easier if we like narrowed down to like a specific category? Because I have like 5 answers I could give.
What kind of category?
Let's do movies.
Alright.
Because if like we had to pick any like film character, not like biopics or anything like that, but like one fictional film character to like exist in the real world, I know mine.
Who is it?
Dr. Evil from Austin Powers. I would love to see what kind of chaos he tries to cause. And also, think of it this way. The technology that he has in the films and everything, imagine like all that actually being developed and out there. Like if people were able to get the plans and stuff on it, they could develop it for like themselves. And so like cars would be fully like functioning like spy cars actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that would just be fun. Also, just I would love to like be working on my computer one day doing like some freelance and stuff, and then all of a sudden the monitor just flips out and Dr. Evil's on there and he goes, "Hello!" Like just I don't know, yeah. I would love that. It's either that or God, what am I Wallace from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Because he's the sassy best friend that everyone deserves.
Oh.
Jake.
Yeah.
You're the cynical best friend.
I don't believe you.
What? I love this confrontational silence that you're just dishing out at me, and like it's 1:30 right, like a little past 1:30 a.m. right now, and I'm too tired to know if that's real or not, and so I'm gonna listen back to this audio and like analyze it later.
Did you say movie or movie and TV show?
I said movies and TV. Like I feel like a lot of it can overlap. Like I feel like TV can have just as much of an effect on somebody as a movie would.
Well, if I hadn't already made 2 Witcher references, I would have said Jaskier.
Jaskier. Yes. Yes. Yes.
But I've already made a Witcher reference, so
fuck it, it's okay. I love him.
No, I need
Jake.
Something more original.
Jake, I'm not going to kick him out. He's on set right now.
What?
He's right here.
What'd you do?
He's here.
What did you do?
He's just hanging out.
Why is he here? What did you do to him?
Who
did you kill?
Anything. He did no one important.
How long?
He's here.
How long have you had him stolen? Did you at least feed him?
Yes. I gave him Rice Krispies. Do you want me to untie him? Cause I could.
Yeah, that way he can at least play the lute.
Okay. Now you can't run when I do it. He's gone.
Good. He has another season to film.
Jake?
Yeah?
That's great. That was a good little bit that we had.
I still don't have an answer.
Really?
Really?
Can we just say Jaskier is yours?
I'll say, do they come with anything from the media that they're from?
In the sense of, like
if I'm not going to say it, but if I said, like, Batman, would that come with, like, the Batmobile and, like, the...
I feel like it would be anything that would be on the person. It wouldn't be, like, stuff from the universe, because then that would be saying that you bring the whole universe to our reality. So, like, if Batman was in the Batmobile and you are just like, I want him in like, my world, you just get Batman, whatever's on his tool belt.
Well, you just made it even harder.
Well, what would have been your answer with that?
I would have said, Duratan from the Warcraft movie, so I can have a giant wolf. I can have big boy.
Big wolf. Who goes after people like, no.
Big pupper. Fucking Geralt. I'm out of ideas.
Cool. That's Korey, if you have not put up that Witcher tally, stop slacking. There it is.
If you have not put up that Witcher tally, and I'll know if you haven't, you're gone from the podcast.
Cut to my character just slowly fading away. Just like for the rest
Cut to
of
like
the episode.
actual footage of you like mashing your keyboard to get it in.
Yeah. I like just cut to like video footage of me sweating at my keyboard, just like
oh my god,
trying to remember.
You know what you can put?
What?
Our silent film.
No.
We have footage from that.
No.
We still have that. That still exists.
I know
You're
it
bashing
does.
on the keyboard.
I'm not putting that in. Yeah, and then we had.
Speaking of, I am on.
We
a
had
roll.
John sync with the lights.
I'm on a roll, dude. Did you see the lightning round from the last episode that I did?
I haven't been able to watch the full episode.
I would go to the lightning round because I'm a little bit proud of it because you said you were gonna give me music for it, and you didn't.
I swore I sent it to you.
You didn't. Or I didn't find it, and I'm still gonna blame you, so I went and got the best music for it possible.
Oh, I didn't put it in the folder, that's why. Jake, what music did you put in?
It's pretty great. I can put it in again.
Jake, you know
Put
what?
it now.
Jake,
Yes.
I'm gonna give you this next question
Okay.
while I look at this and see
Okay.
what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay.
What is the funniest movie you have ever seen? Motherfucker, I gotta look and see what this is.
Ooh, the funniest movie. Oh God.
I feel like it's a difficult question because comedy is so subjective.
I mean, like, on one hand, you have ones that have, like, good comedy, like Baby Driver, for instance, and a lot of Edgar Wright's films.
What is this music? I like this
That's,
music.
That's Incompetech, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's
Some
Kevin
of your Kevin.
Floyd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very torn between that or his Jingle Bells song. So imagine, like, start the music now.
I like also the little effect that you did for the lightning round. Like every time I interrupted you with me and rainbows. I know okay, so this is actually I'm gonna say this real quick before you get back to the movie question.
Yeah.
It is hard for me to do effects like that because Vegas likes to crash all the time on my laptop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so anytime, like, if there are clips that are like uploaded, like for example, the episode that I edited where the intro was like the Windows Movie Maker like intro sequence, like that was supposed to have the text fade in and out like it does in the program itself, but I wasn't able to replicate that because every time I had a crossfade, it wouldn't render.
In our DMs, Korey messaged me, note to self, crossfades, that's what kills the program. I pinned it.
Yeah.
Just for us to know.
Yeah. Like, literally, I can rarely use crossfades, if at all. So, like, if things look a little stilted or I'm not able to do, like, certain effects for, like, the lightning round or anything like that, that's because the technology that I have to work with right now is garbage. I'm currently working on trying to get a new setup and new programs and stuff. It's going to take a little bit, but hopefully y'all can bear with me.
I'm gonna go with Monty Python.
Ooh, just like their collection in general?
Yeah.
I agree. I feel like the comedy that they have in those films are it's just really hard to replicate these days.
Mm-hmm.
Because part of the charm of the films was the small budgets they had. Like,
Yeah.
you look at Monty Python and the Holy Grail, they couldn't afford to have horses, so they gave the actors coconuts for them to hit together so they would get the sounds of horses. And what originally just started as like, that's a little funny, like, sight gag because that's what the Foley art, like, artists would need to do, turned into one of the most iconic things in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, hell, the Holy Hand Grenade, and that's just talking about that film. There's Life of Brian, and just like there's the entirety of Flying Circus, like that whole series.
Yeah.
Prolific. I think that's the only word that can really describe that troop. But
Is that also your answer, or?
honestly, like, I would say yes, but also I feel like in general, when it comes to like funny films and things like that, I don't tend to like comedies. At least
Really?
like the current formula of them. Like, cause a lot of the stuff that is like considered comedies that are out right now, most of it is either slapstick or it's like these three specific shots. Person A, person B, and then a wide shot that shows both of them. Where like a lot of comedy is driven through dialogue these days, and I don't have like a issue with that if the dialogue is worth my time.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time it's just fluff to build up to like the punchline of this person falling over or storming out saying like some one-liner or whatever like that. That's why I enjoy films that have like a bit of a drier sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the humor is in the fact that the characters are like oblivious. Not that they're overreacting to like stuff happening around them, like someone trips and they go like whoa, like not. I hate that stuff. But one of my favorite like things for like a comedy series, it's considered like, I think it's considered like a dark comedy, right? Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, sure.
Like that whole sequence of Shaun and his roommate going through his record collection to figure out which ones they can throw at the zombies that are like slowly shambling towards them is one of the funniest scenes to me at like period, because it legitimately feels like two friends bickering over which music is worth keeping or not. And like the whole sequence of Shaun waking up early in the morning and like going to the corner store to pick some stuff up while just like being completely oblivious to the fact that the world is burning around him. There's zombies everywhere. Like there's blood on the on like the door to the cooler that he opens to get his drink. Like,
yeah,
it's just like such a fun sequence because you just like you just notice all this chaos around him and he's just like, keep the change. Like he throws like the money down on the counter and it's just like, it's just really funny because it's a ridiculous situation with like a very dry reaction to all of it. And like when he figures out that there are zombies like existing on the outside, like for example, he's going to like walk out the back of his house, he turns on his like back light and sees a zombie against the door, and he just calmly turns off the light and walks away. Like I love that. And also just in general, Edgar Wright's style of like comedy, like visual comedy, is fantastic. Like just being able to like just show the way that characters interact without having them even need to say a thing. Like good example of that is in Hot Fuzz, like the sequence where they're chasing after like this thief at a grocery store, and Simon Pegg's character is jumping over like a bunch of like fences, like no problem at all, doing flips or whatever. Yeah. His partner, I always feel bad because I forget this actor's name, but he isn't able to jump over them, so he just runs through them and like falls over and bashes through the other one. And it's just like a hilarious sequence after you see like, you know, the textbook police chase that you'd see in any Hollywood film. And you just have this guy just run full speed into a fence, like after trying to jump it. It's just fun.
You're fun.
I don't know what that was. Jesus Christ, Corey.
That was time for the next question.
Corey, put an echo filter on that one. Let it ring out. All right. Should this be the final question? Because
I don't know how fast we could do lightning round.
Technically, this has been a very elongated lightning round.
We can do a faster lightning round.
Oh my god. Okay, do you want me to just hit refresh like over and over?
Okay. On
this and just answer them quickly? Okay. So Corey, you know how you screamed lightning round earlier? Ignore that. This is the true lightning round! Lightning round! I don't know why I keep doing that. We have the recording.
Do we?
I do.
Okay. then I don't know.
If we don't, then there you go. Anyways, let's go, Jake. Oh, the questions didn't load. Give me a sec. Here we go. We already answered that question. Alright, Jake, ready?
Okay.
If you could get rid of one disease in the world, what would it be?
Me.
Cancer. Would you dress in drag for $25?
No.
I did it for less for Halloween.
Cool.
How old is the oldest cell in your body? What?
Not old enough.
What?
Wait, why is there just like a science question in there?
Do frogs have ears?
Yes.
Do they?
Yeah.
Are they just like little holes, or?
Yeah.
Huh. If you were a worm, how long would you be?
Well, good thing I got my measuring tape.
I'd say at least like 7 inches.
A good old 7.
7 feet?
That's up for you to decide.
If it were possible,
I'd be the world serpent. That's like a giant fancy worm.
What scene from a non-horror movie scared you as a child? When Barney was revealed in the Barney movie, where he's just like this creepy ass, like, giant creature that's just running around a barn with like huge teeth and glowing eyes. That's scary.
I've never felt fear.
You what?
I've never felt fear.
Jake, that's such a fucking lie.
Is it?
Yes.
How would you even know?
You felt fear.
Name one time. Do it, you can.
The first time that I poked your shoulder after saying not touching you, your eyes grew wide and you screamed, "John!"
That wasn't fear, that was pure, unadulterated rage.
If you could get away with a crime, would you? If yes, what would it be?
Yes. Stealing
Yes.
money from a bank.
Yes, downloading a car.
Wow.
Do you remember those ads? With the,
That's not what that was about.
yeah,
but
where it's like,
yeah.
I know that was like, don't pirate things online, but like the whole thing where it's like, you wouldn't download a car, and it's like, yeah, you go to the dealership.
Because you can't.
Yeah, you
That's
get car.
why.
Like, the closest thing you got is CarMax, and that's it. Like,
You could like 3D print like a toy car.
yeah. All right.
Are there more questions?
Did you ever own a Bare Naked Ladies CD?
No.
Are they the guys that do music videos for Rooster Teeth?
Yeah. And they did the Big Bang Theory theme song.
Wildest thing you've ever done in a hotel room? Sleep.
Fuck, I was going to say sleep.
I know you too well.
Wait, what was the question again?
Craziest or wildest thing that you did in a hotel room?
I can't talk about that. Next question.
Did you know, well, I just want to say this real quick.
Yeah.
And this last question will be the end of the lightning round.
Great.
Did you know that you're not supposed to use the coffee makers in hotel rooms because...
That's for underwear.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes, people use it to steam their underwear,
Yeah.
which is disgusting.
Yeah, that's why I bring my own French press.
Alright, here is the final question of the lightning round. How often do you brush your teeth?
Like, daily?
I hope daily. Good lightning round. Nothing racially involved.
Do you want a more interesting question to end the lightning round?
Well, what question? What are you thinking?
Don't you have the thing open?
I just closed the app.
Oh
Let me
my
get it.
fucking god.
I'm going. All right. These are all the questions that we've gotten all of like before. What the heck? Come on.
You get a new one.
Okay, I'm trying. Jake, chant lightning round so that we can keep the speed going.
Lightning round. Lightning round. Lightning round. Pete's meat, so you kill me, grill him. What can I do for you?
Jake!
Yeah?
We can't do that! That's not our joke!
Yeah, what do you mean it's not our joke?
It's not our joke!
What do you mean?
Who's the last person you argued with? You!
You!
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the lightning round, and that was the episode
That
of
was
the
the final question.
Yeah, that was the episode of the Pixel Venture podcast. We have literally nothing else to talk about tonight.
We might have more interesting stuff next week.
Frankly, we most likely will, because this
No
episode...
guarantees, you're gonna have to find out.
Dude,
Not
can
everything
Can I call this, like, Grab Bag 5, the artificial one or something?
No, call this, what's
Body
that
for
movie?
likes.
What's that movie about, like, the two idiots that, like, travel through time?
Bill and Ted.
What about What? No, like, what's the? Is there like a fuller
Bill
title
and
to that?
Ted's Most Excellent Adventure. Let me see. It's the one with Keanu Reeves, right?
Yeah.
Bill. Okay, Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. And Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Jake, wait, no, dude. Jake and Corey's Bogus episode.
Yes! Yes! Jake and Corey's Bogus episode. Throw up the title card right here, Corey. Not the clipboard. Something completely different. Like,
wow, because you don't like my clipboard.
Because I can't animate the asset effectively.
Why not?
Because I'm real bad at motion stuff.
You're bad.
I'm bad. Anyways, y'all, thank you for listening. I said y'all. Thank you for listening to this week's episode
Whoa,
of Pixel
look who's
Adventure
from
Podcast.
the rodeo.
What?
You're from the rodeo, dude.
No, I'm in New Hampshire. Anything south of Boston is the rodeo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're safe.
But you just said y'all.
Yes.
And I've been Jake.
We'll see you next week.
See ya.